Got my brows done, my eyes primed, my hair's sitting. So let's get into the shadow. I'm going to go ahead and take this Morphe 3502 palette. So first I'm going to go ahead and start with this light brown shade right here, just for our transition. So for this shade, I am just going to go ahead and focus it right on the outer corner, and then also in the inner corner as well. So I am going in circular motions, just back and forth. I'm not connecting the middle just yet, leaving that bare. Okay, so now I am going to take a little bit more of a deeper brown, or like a brick shade. So I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here. It's right underneath the orange sparkly shade. Taking it on the same brush, and I am going to go ahead and deepen that right on up. Deepen up the outer V and the inner corner, and just literally focusing it on those two spots only. Not taking it anywhere else. I'm not going in the middle. I'm not going to meet up with the outer corner just yet. I'm going right into the inner corner, right into the outer corner. So now that I have all that put down, I'm going in with the clean Morphe R37 brush, and I'm just going very lightly in little circular motions, just right on the top, from the outer corner to the inner corner, in the crease, just very lightly, and actually kind of taking it up to the brow bone very lightly as well. I think blending out with a clean brush helps so much, really does. It was pretty simple. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, put some on the back of my hand. Taking my concealer brush, this is synthetic, and I am just going to go ahead and pop it right in the center where I didn't put any shadow.
Honey.
Okay, so as you can tell, it looks a little crazy, uneven, or whatever. This is brush number 110, Sonia Kashuk. It is a synthetic brush. I love putting glitters and shimmers with synthetic instead of a bristle brush. I'm going to go ahead and take this illuminator from Mascara Beauty. This one is Pearl. This one is a cream illuminator. I'm going to go ahead and put that right on top where I put the concealer, just so it can act like a base for the other shimmers. Then going in with the same synthetic brush, I am taking this shade right here. This is still in the 3502 palette. I'm just going to go ahead and pop that right on top. Now I do kind of want to add this glitter right here. This is from NYX. It's Glitter Brilliance. This one is in number 7. I don't think it has a name. I have not used this before. This is brand new. Taking some on the synthetic brush, and I'm going to go ahead and pop that right on top as well, here and there. Okay, so I totally forgot I have this palette. This is the Morphe 35F palette. I'm actually going to go into this third shade up right at the top, taking that on my finger, and I'm going to go ahead and put that right on top. Okay, now this is what I was looking for. Oh, this is perfect. Going back into my Morphe R37 brush and very lightly going around the edges so everything is blended out very seamlessly, but you do not want to go over where we put all of the glitters and shimmers. I think I'm pretty happy with how that came out. So I don't have a brown eyeliner, but I do have brown shadows. I am going back into the 3502 palette, taking this very dark chocolate brown right here. Taking this Juvia's Place brush, this one is Ingleside. I'm going to go dip right into the chocolate brown. I go ahead and put that right on the outer corner on my lash line, just so it can act as a liner. And And when I'm putting it on top of the shimmer, I'm not going very hard, I'm going very lightly so it won't cover it up too much. And then just blend it all out. Alright, so now that my upper eye is done, I'm going to go ahead and do my face. So I already prepped it with my Milk Moisturizer. Now I'm going into my Mario Badescu spray. This one is a green tea and cucumber. I'm going to go ahead and spray my face down real quick. Go ahead and pounce my Real Technique sponge. So this look is very dewy, very moisturizing. So for my skin, I'm usually kind of more oily on my nose area and my cheeks right here. So for my foundation, I am going in with this NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This one is in Vienna. Going in with my Sonia Keshik brush. So this foundation right here is very moisturizing. It doesn't feel dry. I love using this for the summer, which is kind of weird because it is very moisturizing and very dewy. And I like to be dewy during the summer, and usually people would use this for the fall because, you know, when it's fall or when it's winter, your skin gets dry. So you try to get more moisturizing foundations for that. This I think would work best for this look if you're going for that natural dewy. Look at how my skin looks already. So if you do have oily skin, I do recommend maybe adding a matte primer. Now that I have all this laid down, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face one more time and then just blend everything neatly with my Real Technique sponge. I feel like this will give it that flawless finish because every time I use a brush, I always see the bristles on my face. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend all this out. So for my contour, I've been loving this contour shade from Mascara Beauty. This one is in olive. This is how it looks. It's in a little tin. I like to take my e.l.f. brush. This one is synthetic as well. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this right on my cheekbones. So I'm going to first go in just like so. And down the sides of my nose as well. And of course my forehead. I'm brushing it back into my hairline. So I just like to place the product with my brush, and then I go back in with my Real Technique sponge and then blend everything out. So my jawline, my cheeks. This product literally works on anything because this is actually my first time trying it on the NARS foundation, and it's blended out very nicely. And I usually blend it out with my Milani foundation, and it blends out very nicely as well. Because, you know, sometimes products don't work well with each other. You'll see spots here and there, or patchiness. And with this, you don't. Okay, so for concealer, I am going in with my Maybelline concealer in Ivory. Focusing it right underneath my eyes, the bridge of my nose, smile lines, chin, and forehead. Just to add a little bit more brightness and coverage, I am going into my Tarte Shape Tape concealer as well, and just kind of adding a little bit here and there for more coverage and brightness. Blending that right out. And whenever I do my under eye concealer, I love to clean up my shadow with it. So going right underneath my eye and kind of down the side of my nose as well. And then cutting it just like so. The shadow looks so much cleaner, just like so. And look at that. And it gives you that, that little lift. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend everything out once more. Before I set it, I'm going in with my Airspun powder, and I am going to set where I put my concealer. So I went right underneath my eyes and right on the side of my nose, and pop a little bit right on my forehead. Taking a bigger brush with barely any powder, I'm going to go ahead and pat that right on my face so I can set everything, but kind of made me a little bit matte. So I'm taking my Hoola bronzer by Benefit, going in with this Morphe brush, very fluffy, and it is slanted for my cheekbones. So I'm going to go ahead and just bronze up my face. Whatever is left on my brush, I like to go ahead and do my jawline. And when I bronze my forehead, I push back right into my hairline. So for my nose, I'm going to just use the same brush, kind of like squeezing it together, going down the sides of my nose where I put the contour. So I'm going to go ahead and lightly cut my cheekbone where we put the bronzer. Now my favorite part is blush. For Kim's look, she did look very rosy. There was a little bit more of a pink tint. Most of my blushes are really intensely pink or shimmery pink. So this one is kind of by far my favorite. This one is the Lunaxxo Baked Powder Blush from Milani. This is very pretty pink, but it has a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's not very intense where it looks very glittery. And putting that on my cheekbones. So now for my favorite part, we're going to do highlight. So for the highlight today, I wanted to mix a couple in. But before I do that, I do want to use this on its own first. This one is from Mascara Beauty as well. This one is called Georgia. Look how pretty this shade is. Look at that. It's gold with a little bit of a pink sheen to it, and I think this will look perfect for this look. I am going to go ahead and take some on my brush first. When it's on my brush, I am going to go ahead and spray it a little bit with my Mario Badescu spray. And I'm going to go ahead and pop that on the cheek. Watch this. So this is going to go all up right here. Kim is very glowy, very dewy. So we're going to go ahead and literally put this everywhere that the light shines on us. So right there, we're going to put some on top of our foreheads where our brow is. Just very lightly. Not lightly. On the smaller side of my brush, I'm going to go ahead and put it on my Cupid's bow. Tip of my nose. Look at that. Holy moly. And down the bridge. So now I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild highlight powder. This one is in Precious Petal. This one has a really pink tone to it, but you can tell it does have a little bit of a gold sheen to it as well. Okay, so I am going back to the eyes, and for the eyes, don't have the brown eyeliner like I said, or the waterline, but, and I don't want to use black because that's going to be too intense. And I'm going to go back in with that chocolate brown and the same brush that I used for the eyeliner, and I'm going to go ahead and smoke out the bottom lash line and try to put that on top of my waterline as well. So now I'm going in with my little favorite Sonia Kashuk brush. This one is in number 105. And I'm going into this shade right here, one I used for the outer corner and the inner corner. And I'm going to go ahead and blend that out and just smoke out the bottom lash line. I am going into that light brown as well, the one I use for my transition shade, and just blending everything out just so everything looks so seamless. Alright, so popped on some lashes. These are the Cara lashes in 415. So the only thing left to do is lips. Finally, I know. Oh my god. Okay, so for lips, she is kind of like a nudie pink. So I'm gonna go in with this LA Girl lip liner in Cafe. Alright, so I outlined my lips, and I kind of did bring it inwards as well. I'm going to go ahead and take this Dose of Colors lipstick. This is the Desi and Katie collection. This one is in More Creamer Please. I'm putting that all over, and I got that on my lid. Got it on my teeth. Okay, so for Kim's look, it was a little bit more nudie. This one is more of a brown. Oh my goodness. What an adventure this was. Right, guys, and this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. This was very fun to make. I love doing recreations of looks because I put my own little twist to it, my interpretation of it, because it's not super the same, obviously. So I like to put my own twist to it, and this is what I came up with. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hope to see you guys next time. Bye!